So I've got Nick here. He's one of our employees that just started this season with us, and he does a great job at marketing and really designing and decorating our retail space. So I'm gonna have Nick show you a couple of the options and why he brought these garlands up today.
So to begin, we have the maple leaves. They are gonna have a great color contrast against the white, a good pop of color. We have berries here that are definitely gonna bring a little bit of texture into the overall design. The mixed color of maple leaves is definitely going to bring just a wide variety of the colors just to overall bring it together. And then lastly, we have the berries and the leaf mixture, just once again to bring the contrasting texture and color together.
Now that we've gone ahead and gathered all our plant material and our products, I'll go through and show you what I grabbed, just so you know and can do it at home also. We got some beautiful mom selections. I got some Dusty Miller. That's a great silver, really contrast against the black pot. Really awesome background. When it grows, it'll fill in real nicely. The trusty, true and tried Creeping Jenny. Lysimachia is the Latin name. Beautiful trailer. Really use that spill effect to our full potential against that dark pot. For the mums, I got 3 nice colors. I wanted to use a nice contrast of colors so you can really see what kind of flavors you can get. A lot of people are used to that yellow mum, red mum. I personally really like some of the pinks. Really awesome colors to contrast with. For the tall thrillers, I got us some millet grass. This is some lime green millet. It's a really easy grass to grow. It's spectacular, bright color, really show off on the dark color, give us some upright flair. Now here's something that's not everybody's gonna use. I went ahead and got some of these nice big grown solidagos, also known as goldenrod. Now this is a native flowering plant, a really good pollinator, great fall color, brings out that fall yellow, something really nice. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to combine those two with a little bit of wire. I'm gonna have my trusty wires here, just to get it a little bit together and keep it all as a nice big centerpiece. So hopefully it turns out really nice and we'll see how it goes. See you guys soon. You want to make sure, especially if the plant is rooted as these millets were, to really break the roots up on the bottom, not really cutting or ripping or tearing as much, just enough to get them to kind of wake up. Then you want to place out some of your main items, especially the fillers, to make sure you have the layout right. Kind of get a feel to see if there's anything you want to adjust before you start planting everything. Once you have it all done, just go ahead and break the roots up. Let's go ahead and start planting. What you'll see me do is I will put some soil in between just to kind of give it nice soil against the root system so that it's not just all roots on roots. Try to give everybody a little bit of a fair share of land. Break the roots up real good. These mums are really well rooted. We grew them really big and nice this season. Then once you have all that in, you want to get your spillers in. Your spillers can go in usually last because they're kind of a shove it in the holes kind of plant. So you want to make sure to get them in there so they fill out real nice in the little gaps where you can see soil. If you really want your pot to look like $1 million right off the bat, you just want to make it kind of soilless from the view. Making sure you can always backtrack too. Getting things in, like the solidago, is tough because they were big plants. They were 1 gallons. Broke a lot of the soil up, and I took a lot of the soil away. Really kind of bare rooted them, and then got them in there and gave them a good tuck in. And then I had to use a little piece of gardening wire, which is a simple item you can find almost anywhere. And that gave me the ability to kind of tighten up the solidago a little bit and get it closer to that millet in the middle. So it felt more like a centerpiece, not so much behind it. And then just because I had a little space in the back, we ended up using that Dusty Miller in the back just to kind of give it some silver backing. So from a back view, even though it wasn't our main attraction, we could see something going on. And then with all that, that's going to be a nice full instant gratification fall combo pot that you guys can easily make at home. Come in Greenstreet Gardens and get all this great material. This is all stuff that we grew here. So now that we've got the soil all prepped and the area kind of cleaned out, we're going to go ahead and start placing the backdrop. The millets are the best part to start at, so you can get a good centerpiece in the back, since the view's going to be just from the front. It's easier to center up. Make sure you have a really nice, clean, aesthetic feel. Now these things are super rooted, so I actually had to take the shovel and cut the bottom quarter inch or so, almost like a flat frisbee disc of the roots off, just so I knew it was really gonna wake up. Then I kind of just tucked them in a little bit. We added some Master Nursery bumper crop, which is a really good soil builder. Adds a ton of organic nutrition in there, a good way to just supplement an area that you've been planting for a long time. A lot of people try to use topsoil. Don't want to just keep adding more and more soil. You want to just keep adding more compost or organic material to kind of revitalize your soil. Since we're doing such a tight clumping, I actually built a mass hole, one that I'm going to fit all the mums in. And I dug it really deep and nice and wide, and then that way I could kind of readjust. But I know all the soil around them is really broken up because these beds get grown all year, every year. So really get some of that old root out. And then once we got all those tucked in, love mums because the minute you touch them, you break something. Yeah, we got all that in. They look really good. I was happy with that. So then we'll just go ahead to the front color, which are some actually big, nice hanging baskets, which a lot of people don't think you could do something like this. But if you see a nice big hanging basket and you've got a pot or an area in your front lawn, don't be afraid to just buy that hanging basket and take it out of the pot and plant it. It's a big, beautiful combo or bigger size. So maybe you don't want to plant 100 little ones and you're willing to spend a couple bucks to get these beautiful filled pots. It's a trick landscape companies have been using for a long time. Found a little spot there by the step that we wanted to fill with some Lysimachia, so I went ahead and did that. And that's how we got all this beautiful front step all planted up for the fall, and it should look really good. Clean it up and you're good to go.